Welcome everybody to the My Own Business with DJB podcast. I am DJB, and my special guest who is joining me today, right as the finale of his new show comes out, Marcus Callender.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
That's okay, we can keep that. Can you tell everybody who doesn't know who you are, please?
Okay, I'm Marcus Callender. I am an actor and a writer. But as an actor, you might know me from Power. I played Ray Ray on there. I killed Raina, unfortunately. And I also played Power on the Wu-Tang American Saga on Hulu. I've also done a whole bunch of TV stuff, so if you watch a lot of TV, you might have caught my face at least once.
If you watch a little bit of TV, you might have caught his face once, because this nigga is out here. For sure. How I know Marcus is, he actually was the homie's couch nigga.
Yes, I was.
Yes, because he came from New York, and I believe you. What did you come out here for?
Yo, I came out here to flip the script a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You just needed a new.
I mean, that's a whole story. I don't know if you want me to tell you the story as to like what made me come to LA. That's a whole story. There's a story.
That's Danny.
Okay.
But yes, please tell me the story of how you got to LA.
Story.
How did you get to LA?
So basically, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. So back in 2017, I went through like a real interesting phase in my career. I was working a lot up until that point. Like I was like kind of booking things like back to back, and then shit just stopped. Shit just wasn't coming for me. So I kind of went through this like this kind of depressive stage where like I just wasn't doing shit.
You need some different. That's usually the time in like people's life where they cut their hair.
Right,
or
right.
Dye their hair.
Right, exactly. If I had locks, I might have cut them.
Nigga,
you know.
I went through that phase and I had red hair for a second. I wish that I wasn't filming when that happened,
right.
But I was. There is a couple of episodes of the F Word where I had red hair and I wasn't too proud of it. But
okay.
It is what it is. But yeah, that's what you went. Your hair cutting was coming to LA.
My hair cutting was coming to LA, but the way it happened was I did this workshop. I ended up doing this workshop out in Connecticut, like just kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it was my first time being. It was a workshop for this like new play.
Okay.
And it was my first time like being amongst theater folks in a minute, because I had been doing a lot of TV. I come from the theater. Okay. That's how I learned how to act.
Okay.
But I hadn't been around it in a while because I was doing a lot of TV. So doing this workshop was kind of like my first time, like kind of like being in that world again.
Yeah.
I get to Connecticut. I'm looking around, I'm like, man, I miss being on set. Like, I miss that life, you know. And then I kind of had this moment where like where I was staying, like it had this like it was a lot of like water around it. And I just kind of had this moment, and it hit me like a ton of bricks that I had to move to LA. Like it was time.
Okay.
Type thing. Cause like before that, a lot of people, even when I was working on Power, I remember Courtney Kemp, who's the creator of Power.
Yeah.
I remember after like on my last day of filming, she was like, you need to be in LA. I said, what? I was like, yeah, everybody keeps telling me that. She said, no. You need to go to LA. That'll be a good place for you. So she kind of planted a seed then. Okay. You know what I mean? Because when she told, because I've been hearing it a lot, like, you know, like I'll have colleagues be like, yo, you should go to LA. Like, maybe LA would be a good move for you. But when she told me, that kind of like,
it solidified it for you.
Yeah, it hit different.
Okay.
So when I was in Connecticut, that shit just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh shit. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to make that leap. As soon as I had that thought, I immediately called my manager. I said, yo, I think it's time we do the LA thing. And she said, yep, cool, let's do it. She didn't hesitate or nothing.
She was with it. She know where to work at.
Right. Also, I mean, but I had a girlfriend at the time.
Oh,
who I was living with.
right.
Were we living together yet? She was we weren't living together yet. We weren't living together yet.
Okay.
We weren't living together yet, but we were like together.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, yo, now I told her, prepared for her to be like, damn, like, you know, like, I'ma miss you type shit.
You would prepare for
but
her to be depressed.
I'm going. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I wasn't telling her this to hear what she says and should I stay or should I go? I'm going.
You weren't asking her, you were telling her.
Yeah, I'm telling her.
Okay.
So I hit her up. I said, yo, I think it's time for me to move to LA.
And what she said?
She said, oh, okay. Well, I want to come with you. Now, you know, in the moment, it was like, yeah, sure,
okay.
Come. Because, you know, when you make a big leap like that, like if someone says they want to come with you, it's kind of, you know, it kind of like makes it a little easier.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
have some sense of home.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
So it was, all of a sudden, me going to LA turned into us going to LA. So, decided to move to LA. I did the workshop, got back, and what my manager, her suggestion was, I should go to LA, take some meetings, kind of like get my feet wet out there, like, you know, meet some people before I just up and move. I said, perfect, let's do it.
Right.
I went out there. I was supposed to be out there for like, the plan was to be out there for like a week. The plan was supposed to be out there for a week or 2 weeks. I ended up staying a month because one meeting led to the next meeting, which led to the next meeting.
Doors was opening.
Doors was opening.
That's beautiful.
But bigger than the doors opening, it was kind of like everything. That's the beautiful thing about it. Ooh, I'm about to tell y'all the story. That's the beautiful thing about it. The thought of moving to LA hit me so strong that I literally, everything I did moving forward was on faith. It was based off of I never had that kind of feeling before where like something told me like, yo, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like God was talking to me like, yo, you need to move to LA. And literally everything fell right into place. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I love about this nigga story
What?
so far? This nigga was like, so me turned into us going to LA. So anyway, I went to LA.
Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but go ahead. Go ahead.
It's all good. That was years ago. I did the workshop. I get back. The manager's like, yo, you should go to LA. Decided to go to LA for like, supposed to go for a week. That turned into a month.
Turned into 2 weeks,
this
which
meeting
really
to
was a month.
Right.
Yeah, the doors was opening.
The doors was opening.
Yeah.
So in that time I was out there. That was around the time where the Me Killing Raina thing was about to come out. That didn't even come out yet.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did that. The day, like around the time I came back to New York, that episode dropped. So like it was just kind of like all of a sudden it's like, yo, who is this guy?
Right.
Who's Killer Ray? Whoa, who is this? What? So from there, yo, also I was broke as fuck.
Yes.
I was broke as fuck.
Right.
I didn't have no money, man. So it's like, okay, I'm about to move to LA, but with what money?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And besides New York, LA is the most expensive place to be.
LA is
besides
very expensive.
New York, Frisco, and Hawaii, LA is the most expensive place to be.
Absolutely.
And Miami, I guess.
But
who the fuck
I just came
lives
back
in,
from Miami.
Who the fuck lives in Miami besides Diddy?
I just came back from Miami.
And? Shit nice?
That's another story.
Alright, we'll get Hey, put a pin in there.
But yeah, man, I didn't have any money. So I remember when I was in LA taking these meetings, like one of the meetings I took was with the agency I'm with now. And I told them, I said, they're like, oh, you're gonna move out here? I said, yep. But in my head I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that.
Right.
But yeah.
Right,
yes,
for sure.
I'm doing it.
Gotta go with it.
Yes.
Gotta take this
figure it out.
opportunity, for sure.
I get back to New York. My girlfriend was holding my crib down while I was in New York, while I was in LA. That's how we kind of ended up living together. Because it was like, okay, well, you're coming to LA with me. I guess we might as well live together the remaining time of the year,
Right.
until we move to LA together. You know what I'm saying? That's where shit went haywire.
Oh, so y'all lived together, and that's when shit got fucked up.
Yeah, cause we had only been together like 3-4 months. It was fresh as fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are we moving in together for? But it was, you know, we loved each other and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I came back to New York. The power stuff was popping. Yo, thank God for residuals.
Facts.
Thank God for residuals. I did a TV show in 2016 called The Breaks, VH1. Those residuals hit.
Danny a fan of The Breaks.
You watched The Breaks?
Yeah.
Word.
That's where I originally know you from.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I play a cat named Scooby on that show.
Yeah?
It's about it's another show about the music industry. It takes place in the 90s.
You seem to have a niche of roles.
I know, I'm like doing all this music shit.
That's dope.
I'm doing all this music. I mean, it is dope, but it's interesting how that kind of has, because even before that, like I was almost in the Straight Outta Compton movie. I almost played Dr. Dre.
Yep.
I heard about that.
That's a whole other story.
Oh, I heard about that story.
You did?
That's one of our questions.
You flew out to LA.
Yes,
you
I did.
auditioned for Dr. Dre
And Ice Cube.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You know it's funny, I auditioned for Ren.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, we had a so it was rapping, and one of the dudes who was working on Straight Outta Compton, I forgot what that nigga does, what that nigga name is, bro. If you watch my podcast and you a fan, I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. I gotta look at my close-up cam. I'll be fucking up. I'm so sorry about that, bro. I don't know you anymore. But that nigga was like, yo, I think you could be MC Ren. I seen you on that stage. You was rocking, yo, and you kind of look like Ren. So I looked up NWA, and I was like, I do kind of look like that nigga Ren. Like I could fuck around and get this role, right?
Yeah.
I went to that audition at a gym, nigga. They had the fucking line wrapped around.
Oh, they had like
corner.
open calls and shit.
Yeah, I had to go to the open call, and so I was calling this nigga. I was like, bro, like, I know you got the end on everything. Like, I'm in this long ass line. Like, can you give me my audition? He was like, let me see what I could do. Let me call you back. And that nigga just like never called me back. So I just ended up waiting the line, and a sign that I knew I probably wasn't gonna get the role is when I got to the front, they was like, so who you think you look like?
Oh, wow.
I was like, y'all couldn't even tell who I think I'm going
look
for.
like?
I was like, I'm
That's
going
so
for
funny.
Ren. And the lady was like, I was like, I am not about to get this fucking role.
That's
But
funny.
I'm gonna try. And then I did it. And
funny.
I did not get it. But you did. That's cool. But no, you got a role.
I got a role. I didn't get the role. I thought I was gonna get the role.
Right.
But yeah, man, that because the whole internet thought I was gonna get the role. It ended up that my name got to me saying that I was gonna play the I remember I used to sell water in Camden.
On Broadway.
Bro.
Yeah. You fucking hated that job.
I hated that fucking job.
Yeah.
It was a bittersweet job. It was really easy, but I just hated doing the job.
I just
You know what
imagine
mean?
that you took that job so that you could get free plays. Like you went to see free plays? or
No, I ain't get it for that.
You
I
a
got it-
thespian. What you get a job on Broadway
But
for?
it's musicals though. It's not like real shit.
Oh, that's not real acting? Broadway ain't real acting?
No,
Let it be known then.
not that Broadway is not real acting. It's just
I never been
I
to
ain't
a
get
play on
that show to
Broadway.
watch for the work. Like I got that job for the flexibility because you had your days free for auditions.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
So it was
And
nighttime. Showtime was nighttime, so you only had to
Your
work at
only
nighttime.
shift was before curtain and intermission. That's
And you
it.
was auditioning like that?
Yeah.
Where you needed to have your days free for that?
Oh, I
all
was
that?
auditioning a lot. That's the thing. It's like I was auditioning a lot. You know what I mean? But you know, you only get a few yeses. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So like when I was doing that job, that's when I got the call. Like a friend of mine actually, she hit me up like, "Yo, I got an early copy of Billboard magazine and it says that you're gonna be playing Dr. Dre." I said, "Get the fuck out of here."
I hate to
Get
hear
the
that.
fuck out of here. I'm like at my job
And
with
you
this
read it?
big ass box.
And you read it?
I couldn't read it yet because it hadn't released to the public yet.
Okay.
But I called my managers like, yo, it's saying that I got this part. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, they didn't contact us. Mm. That's what was fishy about the whole thing.
Okay.
Why all these news outlets saying it, but
saying that you about to be Dr. Dre,
nothing.
but ain't nobody told you or your team.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what was the whole fishy thing about it, man.
And it ended up not.
Not being my role, but they did. You know,
it was like the NBA finals or some shit.
Yeah.
Like when both teams is in the finals, they make the commercial for each team winning, so that right when the team win, you get it.
Yeah.
So you was like on a veil for Dr. Dre.
That's what it felt like. But
did they tell you was on a veil for Dr. Dre? Did they tell you on a veil when you get a movie?
No.
Oh, they either you get the call or you don't.
Yeah. You mean like, do they tell you like if you're like being considered type thing?
So you know what a veil is?
What do you mean by veil?
So, in commercials out here, at least in the game I'm in, I get put on a veil a lot, meaning stay available because it's between you and one other person.
I see.
I'm on three avails right now.
I see.
Like nigga, I'm like.
So you mean okay? I guess
stay available. I think is what it means.
So the term I'm used to hearing is like you're on hold.
Okay.
So I guess it's kind of like.
Did they say you? I guess
no. They didn't even give me that.
They didn't tell you that.
They didn't even give me that because it was. What was supposed to happen was because when I came to LA, that was the test. I was tested. Mm-hmm. So I tested as Dr. Dre and I tested as Ice Cube. When you test, then you just wait to hear if you
right for sure. Well, and then testing is a good sign too
that they fuck with you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
so you an actor.
Right. When they test you, it's like, okay, we love what you do. We just gotta see if it works with what the overall vision is. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ended up not getting it. They gave me a smaller role, but I'm still a part of the film. But why I moved to LA? The whole LA move.
Because you was going through some shit.
I was going through some shit. I was broke.
Yeah.
I got back from LA after being here for a month. Moved in with my girlfriend. I had no money, but the residuals is a motherfucker. My residuals for the breaks came in, and that shit gave me the money that I needed
to come to
fucking
LA.
Move to LA. You
so,
know what I'm saying?
So
the timing of that.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
What?
Because there's a very good correlation between niggas being broke and relationships going sour. So you go back and your girl's holding your spot, but you broke.
Yeah.
And shit just happens to go sour.
Yeah.
It's not on paper that it was about the money, but you have already committed in your mind, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then you get a bag.
Yeah.
Could that bag have fixed things?
The relationship?
Yeah, or
no,
it was unsalvageable?
Well, this is what happened. Not only did I get the residuals, I ended up like booking a job like shortly after that too.
In LA?
No, in New York. I did an episode of this show called Blind Spot. And they like paid me really well for it. And so that was also like a part of it too. Like I remember like, like I like kind of like treated her to some shit. Yeah. For like, the nigga that.
Yeah, nah, appreciate it.
Saying? Like, appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did that fix what was going on?
I mean, the relationship ain't work out because in living together, one, the stakes were raised very high. Yeah. Because it's like, okay, we living together now, but we about to move to LA together. So like, all of a sudden, shit started to like mean more. You know what I mean? Like, if something like bothered me, it like really bothered me. Because then it's like, okay, am I trying to deal with this in LA? Right. Everything became, am I trying to deal with this in LA? Okay. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. And then ultimately we broke up because I had a friend who she was a little suspicious that we might have had something more than friendship, which at the time we didn't.
At the time, this nigga said.
But afterwards, though.
This nigga said. So her suspicions ended up being true.
They were true.
But it wasn't true when she said it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I'm a nigga, bro. I understand. I know what the fuck.
So all kinds of things. Right. There's nigga shit. There's nigga shit in the
for
story
sure.
too.
I understand. Yes.
So we broke up, but that's how it was supposed to be. There was no way I had to do this LA journey by myself. You know what I mean? Like I had to go through the what I had to go through. So yeah, man. I moved to LA in 2018.
That's cool, man.
I moved December 21st of 2017. I moved right before the New Year.
So
December 29th of 2017.
Oh, that's kind of specific.
Yes.
And I guess it's not that odd that you'll remember that because it's like right before New Year.
Oh, I remember because the day before I flew out here, I had to move out of my apartment, and that was a whole thing. That was a whole. It was cold as fuck that night. I remember. Yeah, it was cold.
See, I love New York.
Okay.
But them winters, bro.
Yeah,
them winters will make me never ever move there, man. For real.
It's cold.
All right, so it's a couple questions that I will not ask you, and that will be, how did you get started acting? You wanna know why? Because every fucking interview I looked up about you, he was like, "Oh, it's crazy because I was like a class clown." Right?
Yeah. That's literally what I was just about to ask.
And then my English teacher,
my English teacher,
Miss Ballman.
Miss Ballman.
Yeah,
Miss Ballman. Yes, absolutely.
She had me read the Crucifix.
She did.
Right?
She did.
And I just acted out. You know what I'm saying? I just acted out and I did my shit. You know what I'm saying? And she pulled me aside and said, "You need to act."
That's
and
what
it's
happened.
crazy how it lined up because the school was doing a Raisin in the Sun at the time. The school was doing a Raisin
That's
at the
what
Sun.
happened.
And then I tried out for that
I
shit.
did.
And I got it.
Yep.
And I killed it.
Yep.
And there was a lot of shit that you wanted to do before that. You wanted to be a fucking what's that bitch called?
A
software engineer.
Yes, I did.
You wanted to be a software engineer.
I did.
You wanted to be a ball player.
Right.
Because
I was on the team.
You was on the team.
Yeah.
And you can still ball, but you're not that nice.
Nah.
Right.
No.
But after acting, bro, you realize that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else fell by the wayside.
Yep.
And then you went to, it starts with a P. What school did you go to?
Purchase.
It went to Purchase. You're very proud of Purchase, bro. I noticed you're proud of Purchase. That's what Wesley Snipes went to school, right?
Yes, he did.
And
Stanley Tucci went to Purchase.
Tucci, young Tucci. He went there for sure.
Edie Falco went to Purchase.
Who is that?
From The Sopranos. Edie Falco.
Okay, I am not good at white people's names.
I feel you. Edie Falco's a wonderful actress.
No, and then when I see him,
Parker
I'll be like,
Posey also went to Purchase.
You said Parker Posey?
Yeah, I'm naming mad white people.
I mean, but like, that's who has had the opportunities in this industry before like the last like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So historically, you're gonna be able to name those success stories.
There's some more people. The names ain't coming to me right now.
And then
who?
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames did go to Purchase. He also went to Juilliard, but yes, he did go to Purchase.
Also, like, it seems like there's like a lot of pride in people going to those schools, like those performing arts schools. It's very similar to like HBCU pride.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers be repping they shit proud. Like, like, don't get me started on a Juilliard motherfucker.
Right.
Like Juilliard motherfuckers is worse than Harvard motherfuckers. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares that much. But you seem very proud of that, right? Like,
proud to go to Purchase, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, what was it about Purchase that gave you this like pride?
From an actor's perspective, Purchase, so like we're known in the industry as like the actors with like grit. Like that's what people know our work as to being. Like we like get dirty and like we're not, you know, very quote unquote like traditional. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Although we get this, you know, we get the classical training. We're trained just as well as the Juilliard kids, just as well as the NYU grad kids.
Okay. So NYU is held up to those?
NYU grad, yes.
Oh, okay. That's different than NYU.
And there's NYU, because there's a grad program and there's an undergrad program.
Okay.
The grad program is kind of like, I feel like that's where it's at.
Oh, okay.
The undergrad program is cool too, but it's not as like focused as the grad program.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in LA, like the top acting schools is probably like Cal State Northridge.
Cal Arts?
Huh?
Cal Arts?
I never hear that much, but it's definitely Northridge, Santa Monica.
Okay. USC? Not USC. ACT? That's in San Diego.
Yeah. I'm capping, bro. Like, one of them is a community college, bro. They're not performing arts schools at all. I'm sorry, bro. I had to tell the truth. But I said all that to say, because you look at yourself as a theater actor, right?
That's where I started.
That's where you started? Do you prefer theater or do you prefer TV?
As an actor, I prefer theater because, you know, it's live and, you know, that's really where you get to hone in on your instrument. As a regular human being who, you know, who got bills to pay,
TV pay better. TV pay better for sure.
Yes. Hell yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But do you feel like it's more that goes into being like a TV personality? So
I mean, I feel like there's things to master in both crafts. There's things to master on stage. There's things to master in front of the camera. Like both mediums, you know, have respect, and there's respect in each medium.
Okay.
But there's something about the stage, man. Like you can't, you know, there's no starting, stopping. You know what I mean? It's live. It's right there. You know what I mean? Even like the rehearsal process, I kind of miss that.
I get that.
The rehearsal, you know, you rehearse for 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You spend like a substantial amount of time with a cast, and you know, you get to know each other, and you know what I mean? Like just to be able to like tell a story. In fact, the same story every day. You know what I'm saying? 8 shows a week. That's and how do I make it fresh every night?
You know what I mean? Out of that. I think it's a good time for a round of Celebrity Net Worth.
Okay. Okay.
So for everybody tuning in, Celebrity Net Worth works like this. We're gonna pour up some shots for me and Danny and Marcus, and I'm gonna have the people behind the camera give us a random celebrity, and we're gonna guess their net worth. Whoever is the closest to this celebrity's net worth does not have to drink this shot. Feel free to play along at home. So, Evan, what do you think? Who do you think our first celebrity would be? And this is gonna be my round of Celebrity Net Worth. Feel free to call around whenever you want to. Feel free to call around whenever you want to.
Let's say, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone? Who is that?
Okay. Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, I know him.
That's no Ryan Gosling, but not Emma Stone.
Cause Ryan Gosling is the dude from
They've done movies together.
Which one?
They did a movie together.
Cause Emma Stone.
La La Land, that's right.
I didn't see that one. Emma Stone and Scarlett Johansson, the same person to me. But no, Ryan Gosling, Deadpool. Let's get it.
No, Deadpool.
That was a joke. That was a joke because they actually look like the same guy.
They kind of do.
Right. I feel like they made a joke about that on Deadpool. But that's easy. Ryan Gosling is definitely worth $64 million. Go ahead, Morgan.
Ryan Gosling. I'm gonna say like 15.
Ooh, that's all the Notebook getting them?
I'll say 30 mil.
30, 64, 15.
Y'all niggas gotta take shots.
Who?
It's $70 million.
The Notebook.
He got other shit beside that.
Sure, could have fooled me. And then that drive-in movie.
Cheers.
Yeah, that one that nobody saw but everybody knows of. Ain't he like driving through LA tunnels the whole time? I love it. I love it. So, this is what I want to ask about you. Because niggas was trying to figure out a lot about you before we got here, and all we learned was Miss Ballman. What's up with your social media? Why you don't be on that, bitch? You be retweeting the Wu-Tangs and shit.
I retweet Wu-Tang.
Right, and then you post pictures on Instagram saying, "Go watch Wu-Tang."
I do.
But like you don't give a lot of yourself to social media, and I wanted to know why that was, because you are a very warm personality. Like every time I talk to you, I like talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people would gravitate towards that personality if you gave it to them more. But why don't you give them more? What's the meaning that you don't do it? Is it something you want to work on? Like,
I mean, yeah, it is something. I mean, I think, first of all, appreciate it.
I think you.
I'm old school, man. I think it's because I'm old school. In the sense that, like, when I came out of school, like, social media wasn't, like, the thing that, like, was the thing.
Okay.
When I came out of school, it was like, can you act?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, what's your resume looking like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how many jobs you booked?
Mm-hmm.
That was the concern. So I think I'm having a hard time, like, kind of transitioning out. I'm having a hard time.
Fucking up all the audio the whole time. He's gonna hear. So yeah, when I was earlier in life, I really thought that I was gonna be a goddamn Welch's.
Yeah, I think I came out of when I came out, like it was just very much about the work.
And then found the ones in his pocket. Take this nigga's fruit snatch. But no, it was about the acting.
It was very much about the work. So like, I think I'm having a hard time like kind of like getting out of that mentality. But I mean, this season, like I've been getting a lot of love on social media. Appreciate it. So I you're right. I probably should engage more, but I'm a private person, man. I don't want everybody seeing my shit. Everybody don't gotta know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But
it's pros and
there's
I
pros
think it's
and
pros and cons to it. Like there are people that like feel like they're very private people. Like in the respect that you're saying, I usually have more musical references when I talk to people, and I know you're from an acting background, but like you're like approaching the game like a Kendrick type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick is not on social media at all.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But when his presence is known, it's really known because the work speaks for itself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then there's also other people who are present on social media and their work still speaks for itself. And I feel like I've seen your work. I know that you're at a level of acting where you don't have to prove that you know how to act anymore. You get what I'm saying? Now you can, if you want to, you can continue. I feel like you can continue the route you're going, and you will continue to be successful. You won't stop booking shit. But I have gone on auditions where they ask how many Instagram followers you got. Have you ever gotten that?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
But I know that it exists.
That exists for sure, and it doesn't do anything but help you. Like, there's a lot of musicians that get a lot of acting roles because they have a following, and I noticed that it's regional a lot too. Like I don't know if you up on it. Do you watch BMF?
I've watched the pilot.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Like, but there's a rapper on there, Cash Doll.
Oh, I know who Cash Doll is.
Yeah, Cash Doll's on there. She plays a character on there, and she's from Detroit. Right. BMF takes place in Detroit. They put Cash Doll in there. She has a big like social presence. Yes, she does. It's a good look for them to put them on there. You know what I mean? Which we're gonna get back to the social media, but I didn't want to lose this question while I got it. Okay. What kind of goons do Joey Badass and Lala have where anything that takes place in New York, them niggas gotta be in it. What the fuck is going on? There's nothing that takes place in New York on television where I don't get a Lala or a Joey Badass appearance. And I'm not mad at it. I just notice it. I'm like,
That's interesting. I don't know, man.
Is Suge Knight's son managing both of them?
I have no idea. I do know both of them though. They're both mad cool.
Yeah, I love both of them. I only would like to like see one of them naked, but they both seem like really cool people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just noticed, I was like, damn, they really got a chokehold on New York television.
There's a lot of things that film in New York, which is what.
Yeah, and
which is why I was so, which is why I was so reluctant to even move to LA, because I was like, I'm in New York, like there's a bunch of shit filming. I'm fine, but LA definitely opened shit up for me. I mean, even on Wu, like Kim Coleman is a casting director of Wu-Tang, and actually, she's the LA casting director. She's the casting director of Wu-Tang. She cast the original cast, all the series regulars. She cast that. But like when it comes to like the everyday, the New York casting director, fun fact, her and I went to school together, Emily Fleischer.
She went to telecommunications?
No. She went to SUNY Purchase.
I know.
Telecommunications, where I went to high school though.
Right. That's where Miss Ballman gets her checks.
Yes, Miss Ballman, love you. You're probably not watching, but love you.
You got, her name. I'll make a clip out of her.
I don't know.
But I kind of want to go back a little bit. Like,
okay.
What was it like growing up in Brooklyn as a kid and growing up in a West Indian household?
Wow. Okay. So I grew up in Brownsville, New York. Brownsville, Brooklyn. I was kind of like on the border of East Flatbush. So where I lived, it was purely West Indians.
There's just a part of Brooklyn that's West Indian.
Yep.
And that's
like
where you was at?
If you go to Flatbush, it literally says "Welcome to the West Indies of Brooklyn."
Oh, okay.
So that's where I was at. I was in Brownsville, but like if you cross the street, you in East Flatbush, basically.
Okay.
Where I went to elementary school was in Brownsville. Me and RZA actually went to the same elementary school.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
That's
some
hard.
crazy shit, right?
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
And he just said you was his favorite character, didn't he?
Raekwon said I was his favorite character. Yeah, you saw the Hot 97 in it?
Hell no, nigga. Y'all was just talking about it before we started filming. I did not see it, but I believe
just
it.
in Miami with these guys, yo. That was...
I bet you're Raekwon's favorite character because that was Raekwon's favorite person in real life. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then okay, so Power.
Okay.
I noticed that you got a very bigger role season 2 than in season 1. Mm-hmm. Who did you have to sleep with to get that?
So the way they set up the show is that season one is kind of just kind of giving context.
Okay.
As to like where the characters come from and like the everyday. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I feel like for my character, season 1, Power's a boss.
Facts. You know who he reminds me of? Hov.
Okay.
And then like Raekwon is like Jazz.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. P's a boss, so he was just doing boss shit. So like a lot of the storytelling that they had in season 1, that had nothing to do with him. He was on some other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So season 2 was kind of like where his role came into play.
Because they was talking more business in that.
Right.
Okay.
But it's like, but also like, like I know season 2, like, shapes my character to be, like the money guy, which, he is. But at the same time too, like Power's like they call him Power for a reason. You know what I mean? Like his name stretches very, very long. A lot of niggas know who the fuck this nigga is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he's got a lot of respect in the streets for just who he is, straight up. And with that helped Wu, you know what I mean? Like be able to like go to places that they go.
Maneuver the way they was able to maneuver.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So I actually asked Tristan, this question ever. He plays Thug Yoda on Insecure, the Blood on Insecure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I met him.
Yeah, no, that nigga funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him about connecting with a character, like when you're making the character. And this was an amazing quote I heard from you, is that like you were saying that people should do stage acting because it helps them understand who they are, because every character is inside of you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you can portray any character if you are self-aware. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How do you connect with a character who is like a piece of shit? Like,
what you mean?
I'm talking about Ray Ray specifically. Not because there's something in you that had to connect with this character. You had to justify me like, this little bitch gotta go.
The way that even came about. So my character first appeared in season 3 of episode 10.
Okay.
I was only supposed to be on that episode.
Okay.
But Courtney, she liked what I did so much that she said, "Yo, I want to bring you back next season." I said, "All right, cool." I didn't know what the fuck she was gonna have me come back to do.
That's pretty dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had no idea. Nor did I really think she was gonna do that, because in this business, people tell you a lot of shit, but sometimes
right, he's like, "Oh yeah, I love it."
Right,
and just
exactly.
see what happens. Yeah.
So I was actually filming season 4 of Power while I was also filming The Breaks. I was filming both shows at the same time.
Okay.
Like literally on set for one show one day, on set for the other show the next day. So when I showed up the next season, I didn't know how shit was gonna play out. I didn't know I was gonna kill Raina until the table read. Like I got the script and I read it and I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Oh shit. You know what I mean? So for that was I went to the gun range.
Yeah.
I had a day at the gun range to like just kind of like just train with guns and just kind of like get into that mode of like being a cop, and you know what I mean? Like they really put me through the ringers for that. And I just found it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Where is that place? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is that place?
Well, that's the thing
that connects you and this character to justifying your actions and killing the little girl. I understand that you had to do it. I just want to know where your head was like, hey, this little bitch gotta go.
She gotta go.
Yeah, but like where'd you have to go to? Were you in a cop's mindset? Were you in like the goon mindset?
I was in the mindset of
her or me, because like she was.
I was in the mindset of survival, because at that point
she was like collateral damage.
She was collateral damage, but also too like the reason what made me kill her was the fact that she knew who I was. She was about to like rat me out. She said, "I know who you are, Ray," and that was a problem.
She knew too much.
You know what I mean? So it was all survival, really. You know what I mean? So that was the situation of like, how far would you go just to make sure that you're alive?
You a cop or a goon in that sense? Like that was an investigative mindset, or that was like a gangster mindset?
That might have been a gangster mindset.
That's a gangster mindset. That's okay. I just need to know that. I get that now.
It was cold as fuck the night that we filmed
it looked cold. It looked cold. I thought it was fake.
It was so fucking cold. We shot over by like Columbia University. It was cold, man. Victoria Mahoney directed that episode.
That's dark.
She directed Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
The recent Star Wars. She directed one of the Star Wars recent. She's dope as fuck. She's to this day one of my favorite directors to work with, because she knows what she wants and how she wants it.
Oh, okay.
Clear as day.
She makes it easy to act for.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because sometimes directors, like they want to try this, they want to try that. She knows exactly what she wants, where she wants it. It's like she's clear.
What did you study? What did you study to become Power? Like, where did you channel? How did you? So
season 1 is different from season 2. Right?
Yeah, I can see that. For
right.
Sure.
So season 1, I didn't meet Power until 7 episodes in, and before I met him, I was a little, I was just kind of like a little wary, like, okay, like.
Wait, the real guy Power?
Yeah. I didn't meet him until 7 episodes in.
Oh, that's hard.
And the way I met him was in a very Power-like fashion, actually, too. basically, he had like somebody that works for him. She was kind of like contacting me on Instagram, but I thought it was fishy at first because I don't know who she is. But she was like, "Yo, I work for Power. You know, like he wants to reach out to you, blah blah blah." So I was kind of like dodging her for a couple of weeks, but then I kind of finally responded. And she was like, "Yo, give me your number and I'm gonna have him call you." Weeks go by, weeks go by, weeks go by. I get this random text. Yo, what's up? It's OG Power.
He identifies himself as OG Power?
Well, his name is Oliver Grant, so that OG, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So, you know who gave him the name Power? Master Killer.
50 Cent. Oh.
Master Killer, one of the members of the Wu-Tang.
That's hard.
So, he texted me like, yo, this is OG Power. I said, oh shit, word, yo. So we spoke on the phone. Our first conversation lasted 3 hours.
Why?
Because we just clicked. We just naturally clicked. You know what I mean? Like we were just talking. Because we both from New York. So like we was just chopping it up and you know what I mean? And like for me.
Talked about like your favorite bodega or some shit?
We talked about all kinds of shit. P could talk, man. P, he got a lot to say.
That's tight, bro.
You know what I mean? And so like we were just chopping it up and it was just like the whole time I'm just like, yo, I can't believe I'm talking to
right.
Yo, the nigga that I'm playing on TV right now.
That's hard as hell.
Talking to this nigga right now. Then after I get off, I was on set when I was talking to him.
Damn.
We the reason I had 3 hours.
Because you was just on set.
Well, right. Exactly.
You got a lot of time.
But we had gotten delayed because it was raining. We was out in Staten. And next thing you know, we on the lunch break. AD comes like, yo, or the PA comes, he's like, yo, we got a visitor. I'm like, who the fuck is a visitor? Staten Island?
Right.
He's like, yo, what's up? It was Power.
Hey.
Like, oh shit, what's up, yo? So we met and like he came into my trailer, we chopped it up again, maybe for like an hour or two. And from there, we kind of stayed connected, you know what I mean? Come season 2, pandemic hit. Yo, when the pandemic hit, me and him talked on the phone pretty much every day for hours.
For real?
Yes, every day for hours about all kinds of shit. He's the reason I moved to New Jersey. You know what I mean? I was living in Brooklyn.
Happened?
Well, he just put me on. He said, yo, move to New Jersey.
He just had mad game for you always?
Because I was about to move. I was thinking about moving back to Harlem because I used to live in Harlem back in the day. He's like, nah, move to New Jersey, son. Come to New Jersey, you gonna fuck with it. I said, New Jersey? Nah, like that's,
I noticed that's a reoccurring theme. And any nigga that get money in New York move to Jersey.
We be moving to Jersey because it's just money well spent.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's a little more affordable. It's not too hard to get back to the city if you need to.
I got a car now, so like it's just better.
Nice.
It's just better. So he was right. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure. I don't know too many people who claim New York and don't live in Jersey.
Yeah. I'm in Jersey.
Yeah.
But
then you're a real New Yorker.
Right. So during the pandemic, we spoke like every day. Every day we spoke on the phone.
Who called who?
Either I would call him or he would call me.
That's how his phones work.
You know what I mean? But like we would talk for hours, bro. Like for real.
That's crazy.
I mean, a lot of niggas had time on their hands at the time because niggas couldn't go nowhere, because niggas couldn't do shit. But like we spoke on the phone like as homies. You know what I mean? Like, we would just be chopping
That's
it
just
up.
your boy.
Right. But best believe I'm still taking notes. I'm still like dissecting what he's saying and dissecting shit.
Do you think that's why y'all talked every day? Like, not only because y'all had a genuine like connection with one each other, where you just cool to talk to, he just cool to talk to, but he wants to make sure that his likeness is portrayed correctly, and you want to make sure that you portray his likeness correctly.
Right. Yeah.
Did you call him a lot of times with that intent? Like, let me make sure I'm doing this right.
Nah,
or you just
a lot of the time, if anything, if I called him, usually I would call him on some like,
what you watching on Netflix?
Right. Shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, just check in. Like, he'll text me like, yo, what's good? You know, what's goody? You know what I mean? Like, yo, nothing much, chilling. You know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes I have a question or like I need advice on something, and I hit him up. And a lot of the time, those like I had a conversation with him this morning. You know what I'm saying? So we talk very often, and then I remember probably like late in the year I came out to LA because he was doing a pop-up. He does pop-ups often of like, so he does Woo Wear.
Oh, okay.
So he does pop-ups often in different cities. So I came out to LA, and that was interesting because I really got to like see him in his element for real for the first time. I really got to see him
hustling.
You know what I mean? Hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even down to like how he counts money. You know what I mean? Like just all the like I was able to like hone in on like all the details.
How's he count money?
Quick. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's routine to
It's
him.
routine.
That's
And
all.
a lot of the stuff that I saw, I applied it to this season. I applied it.
For sure.
I'll give you an example. Episode 3.
When your car got towed?
Yes. Yes.
Nigga, that's
So, the moment when my car gets towed, remember the tow guy, I'm like, yo, I pull out some money. I'm like, yo, what if I give you this?
right. Counted it without looking and shit.
Right.
Okay.
So this is what happened.
That's crazy. Okay.
On set, right before we filmed that scene, they gave me like this skinny ass stack of money. I said, no, I need more than that. They gave me a little more. I said, no, I need more than that. I need
That's not how power rolls. That's
stack.
not how power rolls. I need this shit too.
Right. But the reason I knew that is because I actually was around this nigga.
And you seen the stacks he's
We
fucking
was having a conversation. Nigga pull out a stack of money out his pocket out of nowhere. I didn't know he had that much money on him. You know what I'm saying? That nigga just whack. But that's just how it goes. Wrapped in rubber band.
You know what's crazy
what I mean?
is I noticed that too. When I seen the episode, I was like, that's a fucking stack,
Yeah.
nigga.
You know what I mean?
How did that tow truck guy not give him that car back?
But that's what I'm saying. Like details matter to me so much because the details is what makes shit specific.
I noticed
You know what I'm
the
saying?
fuck out of that detail.
You know, like,
And that was you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
beautiful.
so this season allowed me to really, like, even down. But what was also great about this season was our crew, like even down to like the costume, like Melissa Vargas. What's up, Melissa? Melissa, she's our costume designer. She's fantastic.
She the one that found all that Carl Kanai?
She found all that Carl Kanai.
Okay.
And she's very collaborative. You know what I mean? Like my costume fittings were conversations. Like, yo, how we feel about this?
Oh, she's
Sometimes-
accommodating. Because a lot of times those motherfuckers be like, okay, I'm not listening to you.
Right. No,
I
she
need to
was
listen to the
very
director.
collaborative. It was.
That's dope.
Sometimes I would FaceTime Power like, yo, what you think about this right here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, you gotta put the Nah, this go together. Nah, son, make sure you got the That's how Power do it, nigga.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that how he ends
That's
the shit? That's how Power do it. With a third person exclamation mark, nigga. Okay. I love it.
So yeah, man, this season it's dope that you noticing that stuff because this season I really got to play with that and you best believe next season I'm going further with it. You know what I mean? I was just in Miami with him.
Okay.
With the whole Wu-Tang.
Damn, that shit sound lit,
Yeah,
nigga.
I know it was.
Now that you tell me the kind of stacks
Oh.
this nigga roll around with,
Oh.
cause if it's one thing I know about Miami, it's a place where you gotta be one of them niggas.
Oh man.
And then you was with them niggas,
Oh man.
and you are portraying this nigga, so you know he was trying to stunt.
Yo, man, Miami, and that was my first time in Miami.
Damn,
first time
you
in
want to
Florida,
go back to Biscayne, don't you?
That was a good time, man. That was a good time, bruh. That was a good motherfucking time.
What was some good game that he gave you to embody that character? Like something that he wanted to make sure you had.
I tell you what. And it helped me season 2. One thing that really stuck out that he said to me was, yo, you're not a rapper.
Yeah.
You're not a rapper.
I
Hey,
bet.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, you are not the rapper. There's
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
rappers on
Right.
this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't you.
That's not you.
Yeah.
You're not a rapper. You leave that to them.
Yeah.
We getting this money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that kind of really helped with, because I think season 1, I was, as the actor, I was like, damn, like the way they promoting the show, it's like it's all about these niggas, the rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son, like there's other people in the cast. Fuck.
Facts. Important too.
Right. But when he told me that, I said, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it kind of, it helped shape even how I approached this season. You know what I mean? Like episode 6, Protect Your Neck. That's the episode when they first record that episode. That's my favorite episode of the whole season. Because that episode, not only does it look good on camera, but as a cast, that was the first, that episode specifically was when we really became the Wu-Tang. Like that's really when it like really hit us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like, yo, we them.
Right.
This is us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you remember, at the end of episode 6, during the credits, when you see us like doing the like little ciphers, like during the credits, you remember that?
Okay.
Do you remember that part?
Oh, okay. You want truth out of me? Listen, let me tell you something, nigga.
If you go back, like during the credits, where like each person is like going around and like saying a verse, saying they Protect Your Neck verse.
Yeah.
That wasn't scripted. That was that was just so happened. The vibe was so good. The beat was still playing, and niggas just went into their verse.
Just did that.
And the cameras were still rolling.
Hard.
So
I love
we got through
cameramen
the
that
whole
keep
shit.
rolling.
Yo, we got through the whole shit. It was like, yo, son. Next thing you know, RZA walks in. We were like, yo, what the fuck? We didn't know he was there.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, blah, blah, da 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 da. That was a magical ass month. Mario Van Peebles directed that episode.
Damn. All right, so I got to tell you the truth, bro. But I heard you was coming on here maybe like 2-3 days ago. And everybody was telling me, nigga, Wu-Tang the best show ever. Nigga, Wu-Tang the best show ever. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it.
You hadn't watched it
I
yet?
hadn't watched a goddamn thing, right? And so 2 days ago, nigga, I started watching Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Loved it instantly, nigga.
Okay. Wait,
loved
from season 1 or 2?
Season 1.
Oh, shit.
Loved it instantly, right?
Okay.
Season 1 so fucking long, nigga. That's what, 10, 11 episodes?
10 episodes.
10 episodes, bro. Each
Season
one
one
is
helped me get through the pandemic.
Okay.
That's what got me on to season 1.
Okay.
That's hard as fuck.
I fell in love with the show.
We got a lot of viewers during the pandemic, actually.
That's when I discovered it. Or actually
Nigga,
started watching.
I watched all of that shit yesterday, nigga.
Okay.
Nigga, but I had to do it. It reminded me of when I started watching Game of Thrones. Because I started watching Game of Thrones 2 seasons before Game of Thrones ended. So I had a lot of catching up to do. And it's long ass episodes. Like each episode's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
Damn near, right? And so like I would watch it. I was like I'm gonna learn everything about this shit, because learning these episodes helps me with the talks.
Okay.
Like when I have people on here. Like I seen season 2 episode 3 and it helped with the conversation I just had with you. Nigga, I worked so hard trying to watch all them fucking episodes, bro, because I would be watching it at nighttime. I'll fall asleep. I'll wake up, have to go back to wherever the fuck I left off of. I neglected my family, nigga, neglected my baby. Like, fuck y'all, nigga, Wu-Tang, nigga, Tang, nigga, Shaolin Dynasty, nigga. Like, leave me alone, I'm working.
Word.
I'm watching Hulu right now.
Word.
No, but like, I was diligently watching that shit. And I even noticed the significant change in your character from season 1 to season 2. I stopped at episode 4.
Okay.
And I was like, Danny, tell me everything that happened season 2, because I'm not finished. I couldn't, there wasn't enough time.
Because he knows I
in
watch
life.
that shit faithfully.
Oh, he does.
Word.
When a
He
new
does.
episode drop, locked in.
And I'm on it now.
Good,
You know what I'm
good,
saying?
good.
And all of my friends are telling me, nigga, this is the shit that you live for, nigga. Rap
man.
and acting and like.
Have you seen episode 6?
No, that's why you just asked me.
Love episode 6.
You just asked me about episode 6. You said, you seen it, right? And I was like, gotta tell you the truth.
You
nigga.
will love episode 6, bro. I'm telling you. That's a really, like, I've never seen. So the episode 6 is about RZA creating Protect Your Neck.
Okay.
And how he produced that beat. I've never seen anything on TV
Crazy.
that portrayed it like how they portrayed it.
That's
Crazy.
amazing.
You know what I mean? Like
I-
that shit was dope.
I can only imagine.
And I remember reading the script. When I got the script, I was like, how the fuck they gonna make that? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we reading and it's like, how that's gonna look? And seeing that shit, Mario, kudos to you, man.
Killed it.
Mario
He
killed
directed
it.
the finale too, actually.
Damn.
Mhm.
I can, and then like I don't even have a right to ask about the finale because I ain't even caught up. I don't even know what the fuck happens. But I tell you this,
What?
nigga, that talk
What's up?
that Power had with the bus driver,
Mook.
epic.
I was just with Mook in Miami too.
Mook is a real person.
Yes.
Oh,
Mook is a very
shit.
real person.
Damn, the bus
Yeah.
driver is out here studying
Mook
in
is
Miami.
the manager of
I
the Wu-Tang.
I seen that shiny ass
their
watch,
manager.
nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga literally did the dope game correctly.
Shout out to Banga who plays Mook on Wu-Tang.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all know Banga from The Wire.
Yep.
Oh, from The Wire.
He's from The Wire.
Never watched The Wire either.
What?
I know, man.
That's
Calm
good
down.
TV.
I
The
started.
Wire got me through the pandemic. I was watching that.
I started it, and the same thing happened. I kept falling asleep and waking up
Yeah,
and
the
trying
first
to
couple
get up
episodes
where I
slow.
left off.
It
and
starts
then
slow.
I just never went back to it. I have been going back to Wu-Tang, but I didn't go back to The Wire. You know what I'm saying? But but everybody talks about how epic it is. It's one of them black people moments that I just keep on hush. It's like not knowing how to play spades. Like you just don't say it out loud. That's the same way I feel about The Wire.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I don't tell people I don't know The Wire. But
It's good TV though.
yeah.
You started
Really
watching
good.
Wire as an adult?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah?
I started
Binge
watching it in
watched
2020.
every single episode. I
'Cause-
was hooked.
Cause it starts off slow. Season one, like maybe like the first 3-4 episodes is like, okay, what the fuck? What is this? But once it starts, you can't stop.
Once it gets going,
Once
it's gone.
it gets going, it's going.
Yeah.
Top three shows of all
Oh
time.
my god, it's really,
For me, easily.
really.
Better than Family Matters?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Top three for
The
me. for sure.
Sopranos too, though. You should watch The Sopranos.
I just started watching
It's
Sopranos.
good.
So
it's really good acting.
Okay, let's do this. What is your top 3 TV shows? TV
all
shows of all
time?
time. Yeah, you can watch it start to finish.
Martin,
Okay.
Seinfeld, and King of Queens. Those are my favorite.
Oh,
TV
those type
shows.
of shows? I thought
Any
you were talking
TV
about
show.
like Wire and
That's
That's what I'm talking about.
If it's TV, nigga, it's TV.
because for me it's Martin for sure.
Martin
Number
is the
one.
best show ever made.
I
Yes.
rewatch Martin every
I
probably
could, there's
3
not a
times
moment
week.
I can't watch
3
Martin.
times a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
Easily. Martin is my favorite comedian of all time.
Damn. See, like,
But as far as shows like The Wire
I don't
and
even
stuff
know
like
why
that,
I asked these
it'd be
questions.
like The Wire, Snowfall,
Snowfall's good.
and Breaking Bad.
I couldn't get through Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was really good.
I recognize that it's good.
Those
but
are
I'm
top
just
3
not
for
gonna
me.
watch it. But I recognize that it's good though.
What's your top 3 as far as those type of shows?
You talking about murder shit?
Startup, which I just watched this year. Startup is my favorite show of 2021, even though it came out in 2016. It's my favorite show. I haven't watched anything this year that was better than that. Except for Wu-Tang.
For sure.
Startup. Startup. Like a serious like drama type shit.
The Wire is not up there for you?
It is, but it's like I feel like that's so cliche to say. Like
It's
it's
a
good
great show,
TV. It's good, but like it's good to everybody.
Right. You want your own.
Yeah, like what's my shit? What's my good shit?
Right.
Startup. Startup is really good. What's really good TV?
Okay, when you say them kind of shows, what do you mean?
I like Sopranos, The
Like,
Wire,
you know, that
Breaking Bad.
serious
Not like,
shit.
When niggas get popped? Niggas just getting popped all the time shows?
I guess type
Drug shows?
shit. Type shit, yeah.
those be good
HBO
shit.
shows. type of
HBO
show.
shows? Okay,
Type of
for
shit.
sure. Okay, go ahead. Go on with your answer.
Startup. See, but I always prefer to watch comedy. I love to laugh.
Right.
So
I'm
I've
the
always
same way
preferred
too, yeah.
comedy.
We're gonna get to that next thing.
So startup.
Hey, you ever seen this one show called Startup? Because I really think you'll like it.
I don't know. Startup, Sopranos, and The Wire. I don't know. Like I can't think of. I like comedies. I like to laugh.
Right, for
That's
sure.
those are the shows.
like
I'm
sitcoms?
bugging. Lovecraft Country is really good. That was really good.
I was hot when I didn't
You know
get
what
renewed.
else was really good?
When I didn't get renewed, I was distraught.
Yeah, I was too. I'm not surprised.
Somebody
but
rubbed somebody
I feel like I
wrong
saw
because
coming.
that show as a whole deserved the second
Yeah,
season.
somebody rubbed somebody wrong.
Yeah.
It had to be.
There was some inside shit that was like, no.
But that's an important show that I'm happy that
It
came out
happened.
and it exists. That's
For
a good
sure.
show. But also fucking, have y'all seen, what's her name?
I always had a crush on Journey Schmoolier.
Me too.
What's
Says
that
He's
show?
by you.
What's that show on HBO? She just got an Emmy.
Issa Rae.
No. She's British.
Issa Rae.
Huh?
A horrible
I will
British
destroy
accent.
you.
Yes!
What happened?
I will
destroy
destroy
you.
you.
Never heard of it.
Excellent.
It's good? It's
Oh.
really good.
The writing?
Chef's kiss.
Chef's fucking kiss, man. That show for me, like Lovecraft Country was my favorite TV show. That show was my favorite ensemble.
Ooh, here's a question I wanted to ask niggas. What
You're
is
not
the
gonna give
most...
us your top 3? We're not gonna
What's
skip
your
over that.
I tried to avoid
I seen you
it.
struggling to think
nigga,
about it.
It's hard, bro. And then, because I was like, I'm not even sure what the category is all the way. Like, what is it, just drug dealing shows?
We're not
Like,
talking about sitcoms. We're talking about shows. Martin and all that shit is sitcoms.
okay,
Those are
so then shows, nigga, I'm gonna go with fucking Game of Thrones. I'm gonna go
Never
with...
watched that.
It's so good.
Never seen it.
Niggas be getting popped. I'm gonna go with Breaking Bad,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with... That's all I got.
See, but it's like everybody like Game of Thrones. Everybody like Breaking Bad.
But it's a reason everybody
I
likes
know, it's good. I get it. But like, I watched a couple of episodes of Breaking Bad, and I recognize why people fuck with it, and I recognize why it's good.
That nigga
I'm not
Malcolm in
watching
the
it.
Middle dad killed that shit.
I know. He's an amazing
We're
actor.
just not gonna say
Bryan
Bryan Cranston.
If I knew his name, I would say it. I told you I am not good with white celebrity names.
I feel
We mentioned him on one of our last episodes.
Right.
but-
And you think I would remember because I said it before. Anyway. But here's a great question.
Okay.
Most underrated show of all time. Like, you say that show, niggas be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean any type of show at all. It could be a sitcom, it could be a reality show, it could be whatever. Like, but like, niggas ain't giving this show the props it deserves.
I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Huh.
I had a guilty pleasure show on ABC.
The Muppets.
It's called Grand Hotel.
Grand Hotel is underrated. Grand Hotel on ABC is
It got
underrated.
canceled after one season.
Mm-hmm. That's
So it
usually
was definitely underrated.
okay.
But that was my shit, nigga.
What was it? What was it about?
It was some soap opera shit, but it was good. It was about this like hotel in Miami. I feel like was it Miami?
Okay.
Had to be.
Nobody knows this show, bro. But you,
Yo,
you
that
on
shit
your
was
own.
tight though. That shit was alright.
Yeah.
That shit was alright. It had some juicy
It had
shit.
legs. It had legs.
It was one of them joints where like you be on the phone, but like, yo, I gotta go because I'm busy. But I'm really about to go
Well,
watch this show. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them shows. It was my guilty pleasure. Grand Hotel.
You know,
I liked it.
my shit was
Wendy Raquel Robinson is on that show.
That
She's excellent.
is my girl, bro.
She's excellent.
She's supposed to be on this motherfucker very
So
soon.
you gotta have her.
For sure. She has this acting school for ABC. That's how I know me. That's how I know me. That's how I know this nigga. And I know that nigga.
Okay.
From AGC because honestly, as a young black creative in LA, going through AGC is a home, like it's a hub because you go on sets and you feel too black because it's so white. and you go to the hood, you feel too white because you're a thespian.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
But AGC is a home where you can find both of those things. You know what I mean?
AGC is a wonderful place, man. I seen a show at AGC. I saw. I did a production of Hercules. It was good.
For sure.
It was really good.
I had the most legendary role ever played in a play called Pinot. I went down in history for that motherfucker. We don't have to go into too much more detail about that. but my most underrated show is, I was thinking about this the other day, that's why I asked the question. It's a show on Comedy Central called Nathan For You.
What's that?
So it's
Is it Adult Swim?
No, it's a white Canadian dude, and it's basically like Punk'd if Punk'd met the Prophet. He takes random businesses and revamps them in a weird, funny way.
Okay.
Like he went to a nail shop one time, and he knew that there were stereotypes that Asian people couldn't drive, so he offered a valet service to the nail salon. And he hired a professional stunt driver, and then like the stunt driver would take people's car and just do crazy ass donuts in that motherfucker to increase business. Like, and he would do that for any business anytime. Like, or there was another time where there was a glass store, right? And he made the store put "if you break, you buy" in the window, right?
Okay.
And put the stuff close together, and then he went to a bar, got some dude drunk, and said, "You know what would be crazy if we put on sumo suits," and went to this glass store. And this motherfucker went into the store in the sumo suit, drunk as hell, and like broke all the glass, and they had to pay for all the glass shit. Right?
Wow.
Like he would do weird stuff like that. I thought that show was so fucking funny.
That's on Comedy Central?
It is.
Wow.
It is. It's hilarious. Can you think of any show that did not get the respect it deserved?
I think it got the respect, but it's not really mentioned like that. But you actually put me onto this show, Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah, Schitt's Creek is that shit.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's my
Schitt's Creek
shit.
is
That
funny
shit's
as fuck.
hilarious.
It got awards, but it doesn't get talked about.
It doesn't get
enough,
talked about enough, yeah.
for sure. It did its thing at that one award show that one year.
But
But
that show was great.
if I remember what award show it was, I would say it. But
It's pretty funny. I watched it.
yeah,
The
for sure.
Emmys.
Is that what it was?
It was
a
Yeah,
little show.
those guys. Whatever. Nigga, that shit was funny as fuck. Okay, so then sitcoms. What's your favorite sitcom?
Oh, that's
Martin.
Seinfeld, King of
Seinfeld
Queens.
and King of Queens. Martin, Seinfeld, King of Queens. Okay.
Martin, Wayans Brothers, and Jamie Foxx show.
Ooh, those are really good choices, bro. Those are really
And I
good
could
choices.
I could sit and watch every episode every day.
Wayne's is good. A lot of people don't talk about the Wayne's brothers.
they don't
That's
get the
a great
respect
show.
they deserve. That shit's. I
They
still
don't.
watch episodes. And
Spoon did his shit on that show, bro. I
Oh, yeah.
love John Witherspoon
Pops.
in that show. He
Yup.
killed that role.
Yup.
And I seen some behind the scenes shit that they did where they would like think about quitting the show all the time because they couldn't get their way in one way or another. Like they had to bend in ways they didn't want to bend. And Spoon was like, no, it's about getting what's that shit called when the show gets put on all the time? Syndicated. Thank you so much.
Syndicated,
Yeah, syndication, baby. Once you get that syndication, you get that
they
fucking
syndicated.
check, right? And they got syndicated, and they was like that was Spoon's doing because they was gonna quit that show. They was gonna quit that motherfucking show a few times.
they
but
also didn't want to hire him as the father.
Really?
Sean said that. Him and Marlon fought for him to be the pops. They
oh,
wanted
the network didn't want it, and they did.
Yeah. The network actually wanted Danny Glover to be the dad,
Ooh, that would have been a mistake.
Yeah. No.
but they were like, "We not doing the show if Spoon ain't on it."
Yeah.
That's what I said. Danny Glover humor is too dry for what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had some wet ass humor.
But that show was great, man. I love Wayans Brothers.
That shit was
Me
funny.
too.
All right, so my sitcoms, I am usually very embarrassed about my answers because they are whiter than I want them to be. Y'all niggas be having real nigga answers, bro. I'd be like,
I said
damn.
2 white shows. I said Martin. That's
Yeah.
my black show.
Okay, so my
Seinfeld.
black show is definitely Fresh Prince.
Okay.
It goes Fresh Prince. It goes The Office,
Oh yeah, The Office. I love The Office.
and it goes Seinfeld.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Seinfeld is
Seinfeld
fucking
is
good.
epic, bro.
I've seen every single episode.
Yeah, that was my go to sleep show for a minute. My go to like when I'm going down to bed, I'll watch
That's a
Seinfeld.
great
You feel me?
go to bed show.
Right.
Excellent.
When I was a kid, it was my sign to go to sleep. I was like, Seinfeld and MASH. When MASH or Seinfeld came on, I knew it was bedtime.
Right.
Right. But as an adult, it's the show I go to sleep to. Here you go.
An honorable mention for you is Arrested Development too, right?
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Arrested.
That's a good one.
That
Everyone
would go
watches that show a lot.
under my underrated shows. Like
I was gonna actually mention that.
it don't get the respect it deserves. Nigga, that fucking chicken, their chicken noises is so fucking epic. Then nigga's like, what are you, some kind of chicken? Ta-ta! Ta-ta! Like just do any noise a chicken would not do. And the whole fucking cast with it. You're a chicken. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. Like that is one of the sets I wish I could have worked on for sure. Arrested Development seemed like the funnest shit ever. What else I want to talk about? I want to talk about fucking music, nigga.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm a
before
big
we do
music-
that, let's do another round of Celebrity Net Worth.
Oh, Danny has
Okay.
called in a round of Celebrity Network. This round celebrity is Will Smith. Come on, I know that one.
Carlton.
Alfonso
Rivera.
Rivera is worth $11 million.
20.
I say 9 million.
Yeah, I just want to give you your props, bro, because you're really
That was
good at the
great.
randomness
That was
of your
great.
celebrities, bro.
So we have Alfonso Ribeiro at $7 million.
Go ahead and take your
All
shots.
right.
I gotta take a bathroom break after this.
Oh, we can
Can
take
we
a
do
bathroom
that?
break
Yeah, we can
right
take a
after.
bathroom
Let's
break.
take this shot and then let's take you a pee break. Cheers
Cheers.
to Alfonso Rivera. Oh, okay. I
Ribeiro.
forgot. Huh?
Is his name Ribeiro? Ribeiro, yeah.
That is what the fuck I said.
I try moving on, but it's tough. You just think that I'm not enough. I can't escape the thought of you. Good or bad, it's all you. I go to sleep at night, and there you are in my mind. I had enough. I'm so through with the thought of you. It's getting really hard and I can't pretend. This battle against my mind, I can't win. I reach for you so far to touch. I try moving on, but it's tough. You just think that I'm not enough. Enough.
Y'all know who MKBHD is?
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
the YouTube nigga?
What?
On the tech nigga on YouTube. Marcus Brown.
Oh.
Yeah. You know that nigga's office was where we shot Wu-Tang this season?
Wow. That nigga gets everything, bro.
And I met that nigga fucking twice.
You was kind of starstruck by this nigga?
I was very starstruck by him. But I don't get starstruck like that. But I was starstruck by him because it's like, yo, son, I've been watching you for years.
I get starstruck by the most random people,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. So it's like, yo, nigga, I've been watching you for a long time, B. And you're here? What the fuck? But, you know, I try to be on some, like, you know, brother to brother shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, son, like, yo, you doing this, son? Like, yo, as a nigga, like, yo, like, kudos to you, B. Like, yo, son, like, you are the tech nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all right.
you need a review on a phone or on a computer, you watch his shit.
Yeah, bro.
So I was trying to, like, yo, give it his props and shit. His whole team is white. The whole whole squad, white boys.
How'd you feel about that?
It made me feel a kind of way, son. It made me feel a kind of way, cause I was like, yo, cause I pitched to him. I said, yo, I want to be on your podcast, cause he got a podcast called Waveform. It's called the Waveform Podcast.
It's a good podcast?
It's whatever. All they do is talk about tech. Him and this other white boy. They just who. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So it's like they just talk tech. So I was like, yo, I'm into tech too. I'm onto that shit. Like, I would love to be on your podcast just to be a part of the conversation. / I feel like it would be a good look for both of us. You know what I mean? On some like, yo, because I try to incorporate. You know, Power created the first Wu-Tang video game in 1999.
I remember that video.
It came out,
Okay.
and it had a similar. Y'all remember that video game? Remember when Def Jam had like a fighting game?
Vendetta.
Vendetta.
I do remember that.
Wu-Tang, their video game was similar to like that. So they were like the first of its kind of that kind of game. So I told them about, you know, like shit that were like, this will pique your interest, bro.
Right.
This is, you know what I'm saying? Send him a very professional email, because he's like, yo, just take my card. And blah, blah. Send him an email. That nigga ain't never got back to me, B.
You still feel some type of way about it, huh?
I don't watch this video. I watch this video still, but it's not my go-to anymore.
You'll see it when you see it.
I see it.
You used to subscribe to it, but now you'll see it.
I'm
when
still
you see it.
subscribed.
No, I'm saying like you subscribe on paper, but like mentally you subscribe.
Right. It's gone.
So,
It's gone.
going back to social media, bro.
Yes.
Is that a responsibility you ready to take on? You get what I'm saying? Because the way you interact with people changes somebody from being a diehard to a meh. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, fuck that nigga. Like, yeah. Like, and it's just cause like, cause he just didn't get back to your email, right? Like, how many times that happens all the time? You know what I mean? And now you personalized it, and now it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a quote somebody told me once. They were like, when you talk, that's when people start to hate you. But when you say nothing, that's when people start to forget you. You know what I'm saying? So which one do you really want? You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
a good point.
You spit your shit, you're gonna get more people hate that dislike you. But you say nothing, nigga, out of sight, out of mind.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
That's very true. I mean, like, you know, like I've noticed the pattern on social media these days of like, yeah, the more you post, the more people want to engage, the more people want to know. You know what I'm saying? I guess for me, I don't want people to know that much.
I mean, and then they also just know as much as you let them know.
Right.
And it's not like just because you do this right now, that don't mean you gotta post it right now either.
Right.
Like
That's
your
true, too.
camera, your phone has memory, bro. Like you can post some shit you did in LA when you were in Miami.
That's
I mean,
very true.
there is social media manipulation.
That is.
You can
true.
give people a lot, and you can give them nothing at the same time.
Technically, I'm posting shit right now that I took a picture of months ago.
Right.
Because that's when I was filming.
You can schedule posts. You know what I mean?
That's
you
true,
can
too.
do that. You know what I mean? I can be here talking to you, and my Instagram could be posting some shit like, "Yo, we outside, nigga."
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think it's me adjusting to the era that I'm in. Because
What
of,
era did you grow up in, bro?
I'm old school. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, like your soul is, nigga. How old are you though? Like, come on, like
I'm in my 30s, nigga.
me too. That's
so
what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
for me, when I came out, it's like it was about the work. Like it was about just like what your resume looking like. Like what are you working on, as opposed to, you know, the followers and all of that. So I think for me, I'm still like adjusting to what that even really means. There's actors that I love. I don't give a fuck how many followers they got. Like, yo, I like your work.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
Whatever you in, I'm with it. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And they probably only post when they work, or like they don't really post.
They don't even do that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like for me, I'm trying to like find that
Medium.
You know what I mean? I mean, you know, today has been a good day on social media. because the finale of Wu-Tang is out, and I'm getting a lot of love for it, which I appreciate. Thank you. So now I'm like, okay, so like, what am I gonna post after the season finale? Like, am I gonna post? I am going to London next month. Yeah, I'm gonna post some shit. You know what I'm saying? There'll be some things.
There's some postable shit.
There'll be some things to post.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm figuring it out. But I'm also understanding the benefits in that. But guess who's just like how I am? Power.
Denzel Washington.
Power.
Oh,
Power's the same way. Power has an Instagram too, but like, I feel like
y'all are different. Y'all are different, bro.
We
You're a public persona. Power is not.
Right. That's true.
Y'all move differently.
That's true.
Social media is not as important to him as it is to you.
That's very true. That's true. Although, it's true.
He's on some whole different shit, bro.
That's true.
And
that's true.
Y'all not the same age, bro.
We not.
I understand that you identify yourself as older than you are.
Mm-hmm. I got an old soul.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
So,
Speaking of that, tell us about your spirit animal, Marvin Gaye.
Oh yeah, nigga.
I got a room.
What's the deal with Marvin Gaye, bro?
I got a whole room in my crib
Mr.
called Marvin's Room.
Oh, okay. That's a Drake room then.
Right. Well, I call it Marvin's Room because I have a picture of Marvin Gaye in it. But that's kind of like my parlay room. That's kind of like where I chill, where I relax. I got a TV in there.
Did you have this room before Drake had a song called Marvin's Room?
I did.
Okay.
It's where that's where the idea stemmed. Yes.
Okay.
I like how you incorporate Drake in every episode.
I don't try to, bro. I literally
You love this.
I fuck with Drake.
He talking about me. Nigga, I literally come into this podcast like, today we will not talk about Drake. And I still talk about this nigga Drake. I guess I do, man. Shout out to Drake. His birthday was the other day.
It was.
I didn't get to go to his party. I was busy.
Yeah.
And wasn't invited.
Marvin's Room in my crib, that's kind of like where I parlay. I smoke a lot of weed. That's why a lot of weed is smoked.
That's hard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marvin's Room is the shit.
Yeah, that shit sounds litty. Why
Yeah,
the fuck you like
from?
Marvin Gaye so much, bro?
Where did that come from?
Because
Okay.
I heard you say, maybe it wasn't these words, but like you was like, Marvin Gaye is like my spirit animal. Like I
didn't say
connect with
that.
this.
I
I know
said
you
he
didn't
was
say
like
that.
My spiritual father. That's what
Spiritual
did say that.
father.
Mhm.
Okay, that's even deeper. Like
It is even deeper. So I became a Marvin Gaye fan in college. The way it happened was I was freshman year. I was leaving class. I was on my way back to my dorm.
I was a virgin, and I was like, I got to give it up.
I was not a virgin.
I was just kidding. Fuck.
I had one of those. Remember those iPod Nanos?
Yeah.
I had one of those, and my roommate was he was like an engineer major, but like music engineer.
Okay.
And his name is Mike, and he had a shit ton of music that he would just give to me. This was before the titles and the Spotify's.
This is
and all
before
of
streaming.
that,
Yeah.
So he gave me all this fucking music, and included in that was a bunch of Marvin Gaye albums. And I remember
Albums like vinyl.
no, digitally. Like,
Okay.
So I remember on my way leaving class, it was a Friday. I was like, I know all these, let's get it on, what's going on,
Yeah.
I know these
The
songs.
cliches you.
Yeah, I know the cliches. So I said, I want to hear a song that I don't hear. It was a song called Till Tomorrow.
Okay. I've never heard that song. Fire changed my life.
That's
Made me
my
change
shit.
my screen names.
Till Tomorrow by Marvin Gaye. It's on, what's the name of that album? Midnight Love. Midnight Love, I think, is the name of the album. That was his last album.
That's even
before he
deeper.
died. That's the album with Sexual Healing on it.
Okay.
That's a good ass song. It's called Till Tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. I have to.
Ooh, that's a good song. But that was the song that made me a Marvin Gaye fan. And I remember after that song, I said, "Who is this nigga? Whoa, who is this? Who is this? I fuck with this." And I was a Marvin Gaye fan ever since. And from that, like I studied the shit out of Marvin. I read 2 different books about Marvin Gaye. I watched documentaries. I know about Marvin Gaye. There's not really much you can tell me about Marvin that I don't already know.
Okay, so I got a question for you. After studying him, what made the connect? Like, I understood you heard a song you liked, but what was the connection piece? Like Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
He was born on the same day Fred Hampton died.
Yes, he was.
So he identifies with Fred Hampton.
I was born on the day Fred Hampton died. Real niggas just multiply. What's that line? Oh, that's on Watch the Throne.
Yep, that's your favorite rapper, nigga. Tell him.
Real niggas just multiply. Ooh. Yes, I love that line. I love that line.
If I don't know the bars after that, I'm gonna say the same 2 again, nigga. Let's go.
Yes, he was born on the day.
That's his identification with him. Like, I get why Jay-Z's correlation with Fred Hampton reminds me of your correlation with Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
But I feel like there has to be something else besides you hearing a song and you liking it.
He spoke to my soul, B. What
was that commonality that you felt?
Man, I got a tattoo on my wrist, or on my forearm. On my wrist too, but I have a tattoo on my forearm that says "To share is precious, pure and fair," which is on my favorite Marvin Gaye song, "I Want You," which I have a tattoo of right here. It says "I Want You" right there.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Marvin, he just speaks to my soul, man. I feel like him, like, we just see eye to eye on a lot of things. There's a particular, like, interview of Marvin Gaye that I watched over and over again where I was like, yeah, this...
You gotta tell me, baby. I don't understand what the fuck happened in this interview.
It was an interview he did in 1983, or 84, which is the year he passed. It was right after he won his first Grammy in 1983 or 84.
The year he died?
Yeah. He won his first.
He deserved one before then.
Grammy for Sexual Healing. That was the first Grammy he ever got.
Bullshit.
Which is like, whoa.
Yeah.
All the music and talent he's done delivered, and that's the first one?
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Man, he just speaks to me, man. Like, there's just something about him that
something about the place he speaks from. Yeah. It just talks to you.
I have a hat. I have this like green, like beanie hat that every time I wear it, that's like low key me in my Marvin Gaye mode.
Oh yeah.
I'm on my Marvin Gaye.
Nigga, when you got that beanie on, nigga, talk to me nice, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Only talk to me through the grapevine.
I'm on my Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Word.
You identify as an old soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? You're not even old.
I'm not that old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that your favorite music is 90s R&B.
I love 90s R&B. I love R&B, period.
You know what's interesting about that? I feel like when you tell people that, because you're in Wu-Tang, they think that you're saying 90s rap.
Okay.
They was like, "Oh, okay, you like that Rakim? You like that?" Like, I've heard you get that response before.
Okay.
And then you low key be thinking like, "Yeah, no, them niggas is cool."
They alright.
But I was talking about
right, yeah. Yes.
Like when you put up today.
Yes.
You was like, I said, I knew that about you. So I was like, "What 90s R&B y'all want to listen to?" And I started playing the 90s R&B. This nigga was in the chair like, "Oh, we grooving over here."
Yeah, man.
Nigga, this nigga was in his bag to the 90s R&B, bro.
I love it.
And then, so like, who are your 90s favorites?
Tony Braxton.
Tony B.
Early.
Okay.
Tony B. What's his name? Carl
Thomas?
Carl Thomas. Summer Rain is one of my favorite songs
You
of all time.
holding Carl Thomas up there with Tony Braxton? Carl Thomas is arguably a two-hit wonder. You gonna hold him up there, bro?
I'm going strictly off of the song.
I wish Summer Rain.
Summer
and what
Rain.
else? I swear I hear. Okay, so then I guess number 3 is like Jimmy Cozier. Like, what the fuck?
What? This is number 3. 90s R&B. Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy is nice.
But Brandy's mad nice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Brandy's mad nice.
Brandy did.
Oh my
Brandy
God.
owned the 90s in her own respect.
Yes, she did.
You feel me?
Yes, she did.
She cleaned up.
Brandy's mad nice.
She cleaned up so much that her little brother made a porno with the biggest star in the world today. And the only reason that she's the biggest star today was because that was Brandy's brother in the porno with her.
What was the last time you heard that song, One Wish?
I would have to. Surprisingly.
When was the last time you heard that?
Surprisingly, it was very recently.
That's a good song, y'all.
Me too. That was
That's
like
a
last
good
week.
song.
Hey, okay. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was listening to today in the shower.
That song is good, son. That song is good. That's that shit.
That song was the cause of him and Fabulous's beef.
Why?
Cause this nigga was singing that shit at Floyd Mayweather house on the piano before the fight, like, and then every comedian was like, "What in the fuck is this nigga Ray J doing?" And then he got into that beef with Fabulous, where he was like, "I'm gonna get my homo thugs to go fuck Fab in the booty." You remember that?
No.
That interview low key put the Breakfast Club on the map.
No.
The Ray J interview? I mean,
Yeah.
he was their first guest ever.
Fact. He was their first guest, but they got pushed to another level when, after the Floyd Mayweather fight, when the pre-show was Ray J singing on the piano in Floyd's living room, and motherfuckers was like, "What in the fuck does this got to do with boxing?"
I remember that.
That's when
And-
Fabulous is
and
making fun of him on Twitter.
That's when Fab owned Twitter. Fab was that nigga on Twitter, right? Anything he said was just glorified to the utmost extent. Fab was yesterday what Freddie Gibbs is today.
Gotcha.
Like Freddie Gibbs is that nigga on Twitter right now.
Gotcha.
But Fab went in on this nigga. Kevin Hart went in on him and everything. But he felt some type of way about Fab going in on him. And then he was like, "This nigga Fab got me fucked up. Don't you know I got indoor pools and outdoor pools? I got indoor basketball courts and outdoor basketball courts. That broke ass nigga gonna call up to Charlemagne. He gonna call up to the Breakfast Club and he gonna apologize. I'm gonna make sure DJ Clue make sure this nigga apologize." You don't remember this shit, nigga? This was an
No.
epic time in history. Oh, that's because you spend all your time in the 70s. That was an epic moment, bro. But listen, that nigga Ray J sang One Wish at Floyd Mayweather house before the fight. Niggas was like, who in the fuck wants to hear One Wish right now?
Wow. I was in the same vicinity with that nigga a couple nights ago.
Ray J?
Yeah.
Ray J is a wild nigga. I met that nigga at Diddy house when I DJ'd a party over there. That
Oh,
nigga was
word.
cool as hell.
He cool.
Yeah, nah, that nigga cool as hell. He be going to jail a little too much. I guess me and Ray J the same nigga.
Might be.
Right. But 90s R&B, you said Tony B
Tony B.
and Carl Thomas are in your top tier.
Well,
This-
that's who I'm thinking about today.
Okay.
And Brandy.
This is what I think. Who is there like a 2000s artist that can compete with 90s artists? Cause like, can Keisha hold a Campbell to them niggas? Like,
I think Chris Brown. I mean, would Chris Brown be considered a 2000s artist?
absolutely.
Chris Brown could definitely. I think Chris Brown could
Right?
hold
Because
some weight.
I don't know. Chris Brown's an excellent singer too. I think he gets the job done. But as a total package performer, he's top tier.
Top.
But like
top
his
tier.
singing, I'm not like, God damn, Chris
used-
Brown. What the
he
fuck?
used to be really
No,
good.
Trey Songz is killing Chris Brown when it comes to vocals.
I don't know about that.
Vocals?
I mean, yeah.
Sonically. I'm
But
talking just sonics.
Yeah.
But like, if I want to see you, give me Chris Brown any day. Pause.
Well, Chris Brown makes better. To me, Chris Brown has better songs than say like a Trey Songz.
He has a stronger team.
He has a stronger team, way stronger catalog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, the team is out there looking for the catalog.
Yes,
like they're paying people to get these songs. I feel like Trey Songz is more hands-on with the writing than Chris Brown is. Chris Brown is more of a machine.
I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he inevitably will have better songs.
That's true.
Right? But I'm thinking of like there's a lot of really good singers in the 90s because you had to know how to sing in the 90s.
You had to know how to sing.
Auto-tune was not there outside of a select people.
Ooh,
Avant. Wasn't he like R. Kelly's cousin?
Avant?
Isn't that how he got on? I feel like that was a thing. Did I make that up?
You made that up.
Somebody.
Avant was my nigga though.
No, Avant separated. Yeah.
Avant. Ooh.
We can't stand one another.
Separated.
Yes.
We can't stand one another.
My new mission for the 20 minutes we got left together is to think of songs that get that emotion out of you because I love when this nigga's like, that's my shit.
I love Avant.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
Avant.
What's your favorite song from Avant besides Separated?
My favorite Avant song.
4 minutes?
It's on that album. It's definitely on that album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I
that's
literally asked that question to stump you, bro. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have set you up like that.
What you mean?
I can't even think of no Avant song.
I want to give you.
Besides Separated right
Read
now.
your mind?
That's
I
a good
can
one.
read your
mind, babe. I know what you're thinking.
Or Nothing in This World with Kiki Wyatt?
Yeah.
Nothing in this world with Kiki Wyatt. That's what that nigga was about to do. I see
He got a song. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Let me pull up the album. Let me. I just gotta see.
Here you go.
Man, I got
Here
mad
you go.
messages.
Old ass cheating. He pulling out the technology.
Now you need to.
How you an old head and technology based? These niggas want.
I know. I'm like real technology and tech nigga. I'm one of those.
Mm-hmm. But you real old school.
But I'm old school in terms of my approach.
Oh, okay. You one of them
My
niggas
approach is old
that'll make
school.
one of them vinyl playing MP3 players.
Maybe. I got.
No, nigga.
I got a vinyl player at the crib.
I do too.
That I love that shit. I got a lot of vinyls. I've been collecting vinyls a lot lately.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I got over that. I was over that phase. Them motherfuckers is heavy.
They're heavy. They're kind of expensive.
Yeah, there's
But it's
nothing
worth
good
it
about
though.
them. No.
Because some albums sound better on the vinyl.
No.
Yes.
You just like. That's what that means. You just enjoy. Cause that's the only shit that just put some dust on this shit. Nigga, it sounds better. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, doesn't sound better, bro.
If anything, okay. I hear you.
It sounds like it's here with me. Fuck out of here.
What it does is it allows you to focus on the album because you got to turn that record. You gotta turn the record.
Fuck that. That nigga, that is
You
not a
gotta
task
turn
no
the
more.
record.
Right. I will focus on making sure my phone stays charged.
One question that I wanted to ask is, what's like a dream role for you to play? Whether it be like a biopic or just a character that you would like to play to show your skills.
That's an interesting question, bro. I mean, ultimately, I feel like when it comes to dream roles, like most of the roles I could think of, like are on stage. Like, I want to do a play called Zoo Man. That's like one of my favorite plays by Charles Fuller. I want to play Zoo-Man in Zoo-Man. Troy. Yep. Troy in Fences. August Wilson. That's one of my dream roles as well. But I kind of want to, like, when it comes to, like, I guess TV and film, I want to play, really want to play, like, somebody that's, like, strung out.
You want to play a drug addict?
I do. I really do. Like, somebody that's really fucked up.
That's fucked up. Kendrick got to do it before you did.
Yeah, but
you could do it.
I want to play somebody. I want to play somebody with an addiction. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would really. I want to approach a role like that.
That's tough.
Because I feel like I could really. I would be able to really, like, get into the mindset of that, like, of having an addiction, like, whether it's to a drug or whatever the fuck it is. But I want to play a character with some kind of addiction.
I think that would be really dope.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got a couple things for you.
Okay.
What did Power tell you to remember when you was on set? Remember this.
Oh, that I'm not a rapper?
So I got you this shirt. It says, "I'm not a rapper. Mind your own business."
Are you serious? This is for me?
It is.
Okay.
I also got you this one. It says, "I'm from Brooklyn." Mind your own business.
Let me see. Oh, shit. This is dope. I am from Brooklyn.
Right.
Mind your own business, yo.
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that shirt? After I made it, I was like, damn, I gotta market this shit. I gotta get some Facebook ads on this bitch because
this is dope.
Some Brooklyn niggas would be like, hey, I'm from Brooklyn, yo. Mind your own business. Like,
yo, son.
That sound like some shit you're saying.
Anytime you're from Brooklyn, you always gotta pop that beat.
Yeah.
Like everybody from Brooklyn say it the same way. Yo, I'm from Brooklyn. Where you from? I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
You gotta put the buh.
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. My own business.
Man. From Brooklyn, New York.
I'm from Brooklyn. My own business. I'm walking here.
This is dope. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
And actually, I think that is a good time for us to wrap it.
Okay.
For
One
real.
more shot before we wap it.
Ooh, we can end it on another round of everyone's favorite game, Celebrity Network.
Who's the celebrity this time?
Let's do Marcus Callender.
Oh, Lord. Yo, there's some shit on the internet, bruh.
I fuck with you. Please, let's not do that one.
Let's do
OD, help us out.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's a good one. I would have never expected that one. He did The Matrix. He got a bag.
Keanu Reeves.
He also did them other movies.
I'm gonna say 50.
He did Speed though.
50.
And Speed 3.
50.
I'll say 80 mil.
80 mil? I'm gonna go with 81 mil.
y'all two niggas gotta take a shot.
Ooh. Hey.
He has a net worth of $350 million.
The Matrix, motherfuckers. The one of the best.
I was gonna take the shot regardless. I was looking forward to this shot.
All right, for sure. Y'all two niggas. Cheers to y'all two niggas having to take this shot. Damn.
John Wick. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of money.
He does do multiple movies with 1, 2s, and 3s. Even Speed's weak ass
He
had
did.
3 movies.
There's 4 John Wicks.
The fourth one just wrapped like this week, and he bought all his crew. He bought all the stuntmen Rolexes to thank them for their work.
Why
Damn,
didn't
he
you say
got
that
too much
before?
money. He didn't say if everybody got a Rolex,
Everybody got a Rolex.
He's clearly hundreds of millions.
Damn.
Right.
Okay.
But listen, as you can see, we are not very good, I guess, in celebrity networks, so we will continue minding our own business. Y'all make sure y'all mind yours. Get your celebrity network.
You just asked me about the social media shit. Mind your fucking business, yo.
You heard it here, nigga. Thank you for coming and chatting with me, bro. That shit was
Thank
amazing.
you for having me.
That was great.
That was Meg the Stallion at the end. Can we please cut that out? Danny Pop.
I got more.